It's the final game of the road trip, and we're here with RoughRiders second baseman Rougned Odor, who had a 3-hit game last night. Rougned, you've looked very good in this series. You're hitting balls hard. Are you starting to feel like yourself again up there at the plate?
Yeah, I feel really good I feel like comfortable right now. Practice hard every day, for get that feeling, and I feel good right now.
It's been a little bit of a streaky season for you. You started slow, then you had that real hot stretch. You had the game with the 2 home runs, and then you went into a little bit of a lull, a lot of pop-ups, a lot of plate appearances where you weren't making real solid contact. What's changed, do you think, between then and now where you're starting to look a little bit better up there at the plate?
That's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel good in the home plate, like you don't feel like you don't have your timing, and right now when I feel like that, I just hit a lot in the cage before practice and before BP, hit a lot, and maybe that's why it make me feel better.
Is it something that you can tell before a ball game that, hey, I'm feeling really good, I'm swinging the bat well in the cage, or is it something that when you get out there in a game, it just all has to do with how you see a pitcher and how comfortable you're feeling with a guy's delivery?
Yeah, sometimes I know when I'm feel good. Sometimes I go to a cage and I hit couple, like sometimes I hit like a lot, and sometimes I hit like 4, 5, 10, and that's it. That's why when I feel good, I don't hit a lot, though. I just hit a couple balls.
Give me an idea as to your philosophy with your approach, because there are some guys that'll want to take the first couple of pitches, that'll want to be comfortable with the way a guy delivers, but you're somebody who's up there ready to hit from the first pitch on, and if you don't swing at that first pitch, you're going to be ready to swing at that next pitch. Why do you think that you've been such an aggressive swinger up there throughout really your career?
Yeah, I'm ready to hit first pitch, second pitch, third pitch, no matter what pitch, and just see the ball and hit. And that's my approach. Just see the ball and hit, and that's it.
Do you ever worry about sometimes maybe walking the fine line between being aggressive and maybe being impatient up there?
No, my game is like that, like aggressive. All the time I give my 100% for my team, for help my team with the win. That's why I love it. Play hard, always give my 100%, and that's it.
We're here with RoughRiders second baseman Rougned Odor. You had such a strong year last year and such a strong last month of the season in Double-A. And when you get up to the Double-A level and you play well, especially with where Frisco is, it's not far from where the big club plays, you get on a lot of people's radar. Is that something that you were aware of in the offseason? A lot of folks very excited about you, talking about you, and does that add any extra pressure?
And I never think about that, and just keep play baseball, and that's it. I don't worry about the other things, I'm just focusing my game and play baseball, help my team to win, and that's it.
I know when Profar was out with the injury early in spring training, there were some folks that thought, hey, maybe just send Odor on up. He plays the same position. He could fill in for a period of time. Did any of that word kind of get back to you, and did you maybe try and put a little bit more pressure on yourself to swing your way to the big leagues as soon as possible?
And, I never put pressure on myself. I'm always like, if they need me, they're going to call me, and just gonna keep play like I do and give my 100% every day, and that's it.
In a similar sort of respect, how happy were you that your buddy Luis Sardinas got a chance to go up to the big leagues and got a hit in his first at bat? You must have been happy for him.
Yeah, I feel really excited. I played with him 3 years. It's like I don't know. I feel really good.
And I've noticed that your defense has taken a step forward this year. You had the error last night, but for the most part, on those routine plays, it seems like you've kept your focus and you haven't been making as many mistakes defensively. Was that something that you tried to focus on in the offseason as part of your whole game, rounding it into form?
Yeah, I focus a lot in my defense right now. I practice a lot of my defense in the offseason for working that, and my hitting too. I'm working balls every day hard, couple minutes, and we're ready for the game.
Is there a particular second baseman, maybe in the major leagues, that you try and model your defensive game on, or somebody that you really have a lot of appreciation the way they play second base?
I just want to be like me. I just want to play the game like I'm played. I like the big leagues. My favorite second baseman right now is Robinson Cano, and like a couple of years ago, Roberto Alomar. That's my goal is to be like these two guys.
Well, those are certainly two good guys to keep an eye on. Finally, I got to ask you, a lot of people always, when they first see your name, they say, oh my gosh, how do you say it, when they don't know, if they're seeing the team for the first time. Back in Venezuela, how often do people maybe mispronounce your name back there? Because I can't imagine that there's a Rougned on every street corner other than your own house with that name. It's fairly uncommon.
Yeah, they ask me, hey, how you pronounce your name? Everybody asks me that question. How you pronounce the name? How you pronounce your name? And, it's all right.
Even back home?
Yeah, back home too.
Well, I think after the last few games and after last season, I think more and more people are knowing the name Rougned Odor, how to say it correctly. Hey, Rougned, great to see you swinging the bat well. Thanks so much for the time.
All right, thank you, man.
That's RoughRiders second baseman Rougned Odor. We're back right after this on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.